Hello everyone and welcome back. It is unfortunately time for me to say goodbye to some more books from my batch from the self-published fantasy blog off round 9, and today I'll be saying goodbye to 4 books. The first book that I will be cutting today is Casual Business with Fairies by J.W. Judge. Scott Warren, lawyer, finds himself caught in the middle of a centuries-old conflict he wasn't aware existed beyond fairy tales and children's stories. When a self-proclaimed fairy walks into his office, he is forced to confront everything he thought he knew about the world and decide if the stakes are high enough to risk his own life and his family's safety against the Bone Collectors Guild. However, it's not until his daughter's missing teeth turn up that he fully understands the intention of the Tooth Fairies and their dangerous plot. So this was unfortunately a book that I did not finish. It was interesting to see this take on fairies in a contemporary setting. It really was quite different to what I've been reading recently, and of course watching Scott's idea of reality come tumbling down around him. This book really does assume that the reader has any idea about facets of American society. Now, as I'm not American, a lot of the references towards people's personalities and events, and I was just like, I need more context because I really don't know. I did feel like I was missing out on a lot of things that were just assumed. The next book that I'm going to be cutting today is Starlight Jewel by E.L. Lyons. Axley, the Starlight Company's premier seductress, thief and assassin, will do whatever it takes to keep her human brother hidden. The secrets of his origin could tear their world apart, and keeping them has led her to lies and murder. Her people, the Spriggan human hybrids that live under the city of Minilav, are not keen on letting their most valuable asset roam free. A job with a human offers her a chance to get her brother to safety, but this comes with a cost. This starts out with a history set about 1,000 years before the events that take place in the book, and it is clear that there is a huge amount of detail and care been taken with the creation of this world. However, it does feel like you're thrown into a world where the story has already begun, and I never felt like I caught up. I really enjoyed the vivid characters, however there were a few decisions made by characters that I didn't quite follow because it implied that there was a relationship built up between people that I hadn't quite seen come to fruition. The next book that I'm going to be cutting today is 12 by Joan Marie Verber. Alden grew weary of battle long ago, and now he seeks a land of peace to put his past behind him and settle down and start a family. And while an attractive shopkeeper does catch his eye, he's caught up in the kingdom's greatest riddle. Every night, the 12 daughters of the king and queen vanish, and they return in the morning with their shoes worn out. This is a retelling of the 12 dancing princesses, and I've got to be honest, it's been a little while since I visited that story. This is quite a slow story, and a lot of the plot that happens with the princesses happens towards the end of the book. It's dreamy, and we follow Alden as he settles in the village, learning about the other people around him and himself at the same time. I liked the mystery and finding out how things worked around the village, but at times I did feel it was hampered by its short length, and a few things felt rushed through. It was just a tad underdeveloped, but the slow, gentle pace was a nice change after some of the books that I have been reading recently. The final book that I'm cutting in this video is The Return of the Knights by Gregory Kontaxis, and this is translated to English by Sophia Travlos. The Palace of Dawn will soon be stormed. The most ruthless man of all time is just one step away from dethroning Sophie Delamere. The Queen of Knightdom is now all alone, with neither allies nor armies capable of repelling the enemy that marches upon her city. Everything appears to be over until a mysterious young man, Elliot, appears. There is a huge cast of characters in this, along with some truly epic world building. I mean, really, a long list of characters is at the front of the book. There is a lot of fighting in this one, and it starts pretty much straight away, and I found it well plotted. However, I just never really took to Elliot. With the frequent point of view shifts, I really never felt settled within one character, and I'm a big fan of multi-point of view books. This had well plotted action and a breathtaking scope. It just didn't quite work for me. So those are the 4 books that I'm cutting today. I really hope that some of them sound interesting to you. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon.